This is mtec 101. So this topic is about the safe watermarks, special marks, and chart symbol and abbreviation of the Ayala Maritime Buoyant System. So course outcome distinguish the different regions in Ayala Buoyant System. Learning outcome at the end of the session, the student should be able to understand the general principles of the Ayala Buoyant System, understand the different Ayala regions, recognize the meaning of each type of buoy. The importance of topic, Ayala is responsible for ensuring navigational aids are recognized globally and reliable in all conditions. A good understanding of buoyancy is essential when heading out to sea to ensure mariners can navigate channel to safe water. So, safe water marks use. Safe water marks are used to indicate that there is navigable water all around a mark. Such a mark may be used as centerline mid-channel or landfall buoy or indicate the best point of passage under fixed bridge. Top mark. A red spherical top mark is a very important feature, particularly if the buoy is not spherical. It is fitted with their whenever practicable. Color. Red and white stripe are used to perceive watermarks and distinguish them from black banded danger marks. Shape. Spherical, pillar or spar buoys are used as safe watermarks. Lights. When a light, when a light, when a white light occurring is a phase showing a single long flash or Morse code A is used for safe watermarks. If a long flash or not less than 2 seconds is used, the period of the light is 10 seconds. Next is retroreflector. One or more white bands, letter, numerals, or symbols of retroreflective material are used for only safe watermarks under the standard code. Red and white stripe or bands are used in the comprehensive code. Next is a special mark. Special marks may be used to indicate the mariner a special area or feature, the nature of which is apparently from reference to a chart, sailing direction or notices to mariners. Special marks may be lettered to indicate their purpose. Uses. Uses include, but are not limited to, the marking of Ocean Data Acquisition System or ODAS, buoys, traffic separation scheme, where use of conventional channel marking might cause confusing, though many schemes are marked by lateral and safe watermarks. Spoil grounds, military exercise areas, cables or pipelines, including outfall pipes, although many of these are marked by lateral marks. Recreational zones. Another function of special marks is to define a channel within a channel. For example, a channel for deep draught vessel is a wide estuary, where the limits of the channel for normal navigation are marked by red and green lateral buoys. May have the boundaries of the deep channel, indicated by yellow buoys of the appropriate lateral shapes, or its center line marked by yellow spherical buoys. Top marks. A single yellow X is the form of top mark used for a special mark when one is carried. Color. Color yellow is the color for special marks. Uh, Shape. The shape of special buoys is optional but not conflict with the use for a lateral or shape watermark. For example, an outfall buoy on the port side of a channel could be gun shaped but not conical. Lights. When lit, a yellow light is exhibited from special mark, the rhythm may be any other than those used for the white light of cardinal, isolated danger, and safe watermark. The following are permitted example. Group occulting, flashing, group flashing with a group of 4, 5, or 6 flashes. Composite group flashing. Morse code letters other than Morse code A, D, or U. Lights. In the case of Ocean Data Acquisition System, ODAS buoys are rhythm is cargo flashing with a group of 5 flashes every 20 seconds.
Special marks. When lit a yellow light is exhibited from a special mark, the red time may be any other than those used of the white light of cardinal isolated danger safe watermarks. The following are permitted examples. First, the group exulting. Second, flushing. Third, the group flushing with a group of 4, 5, or the exceptionally 6 flushes. So, fourth, the composite group flushing. And lastly, the Morse code letters other than the Morse code A, D, or U. Next, the lights in the case of Ocean Data Acquisition System or UDAS. Buoys, the rhythm is group flashing with a group of 5 flashes every 20 seconds. So next, the retroreflectors. Under the standard code, one yellow band and X or a symbol are used for retroreflectors to distinguish and let special marks. And chart symbols and abbreviations. So introduction, chart symbol and abbreviation for IELA or International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities. Marks are given in NP5011 symbol and abbreviation used on Admiralty. Paper chart or section P, Q, and S, especially in Q130, symbol on electronic navigational chart are similar to those on paper chart. So next, the multicolor chart. The UKSO, the United Kingdom of Hydrographic Office, began a program of converting its metric chart from the traditional four-color scheme to a multicolored format for all new chart new editions from 2010 rep- representations of how multicolor chart look are at the diagrams and the next slides. So next, the this conversion affects the way voyage is charted as allows. So first, the flares. The magenta flare is replaced by a flare representative of the color of the light. In the case of white, yellow, amber, and orange lights, the charted flare is yellow. The magenta flare will continue to be used for the rare occasions where the mark exhibits violet light, or if more than one color of light is exhibited from the same mark. So next, the conventional direction of Riyadh's arrows. So the magenta arrow symbol remains unchanged, but the spots now show red to port and green to starboard. So region A, green to port, then red to starboard. Region B. So this is the example. So of region A. Refer to the channel of secondary channel. So next, the general scheme of Riyadh region A. This is the example. So next, this is the example of the presentation of chart of 1.2.2. So next is the symbol showing direction of Riyadh were not of use. So the arrow direction up, that's the symbol, and symbol showing direction of Riyadh were not of use of multicolored chart, red and green circles colored as appropriate. So and last, colors, the shading of voice symbol to indicate the colors of voice is no longer used. A black symbol is used for predominantly green marks are and for all spar buoys and beacons. An open symbol is used for all buoys and beacon towers for other colors, but the vertical line to indicate stripe safe water and emergency brake marking buoys. The abbreviation of description of the color or voice of the voice is usually given under a symbol, where a voice is colored is band. The color are indicated in the sequence from the top. The kernel buoy, the black with a yellow band. The, the F sequence of the bands is not known, or if the buoy is striped, the colors are indicated with a darker color first, and the safe water buoy, the red, white stripes.
Abbreviation for colors. Single colors green and black. Single color other than green and black, red, yellow, and orange. Multiple colors in the horizontal bands. The color sequence is from top to bottom. Multiple colors in vertical or diagonal stripes. The darker colors is given first. In this example, red, white, blue, yellow. Top marks. Top marks are shown boldly in solid black except when the top mark is red. When it is outline only. Ayala system buoy top marks. Bacon top mark shown upright. Bacon with top mark color, radar, reflector, and signation. Buoy with top mark color, radar, reflectors, and designation. Example, radar reflectors are not generally charted on Ayala system buoys. Reinforce, the Ayala system applies to all fixed and floating marks except landfall lights, loading lights and marks, sistered lights and major floating lights. The standard buoy shapes are cylindrical, conical, spherical, pillar, and spar, spear, but variation may occur. For example, minor lights in the illustration below. Only the standard buoy shapes are used. In the case of fixed beacons, the shapes of top marks is of navigational significance. buoyant marks are red with cylindrical top marks. Lights are red and have any rhyme except F2 plus 1R. Shape. The symbol for any spar is also used to indicate a spindle buoy. The system will be slapped to distinguish it from a bacon symbol which is upright. Buoyant bacons are charted as lights bacons. See, if the shape of buoy in Ayala system is not known, the symbol of pillar buoy is used. So this is the symbol of the shapes. Isolated danger marks. The position of danger is the center of symbol or sounding indicating that danger. The symbol indicating the isolated danger buoy will inevitable be slightly displaced. Radar reflectors and reflect, retroreflectors. On the introduction of the system, it was decided not to chart radar reflectors on buoys and buoyant beacons. It can be assumed that most major buoys are fitted with radar reflectors. Retroreflectors are not charted. Virtual aids to navigation. Symbol for virtual aids to navigation are charted entirely in magenta with a central fixed point. Symbol surmounted by a top mark symbol to indicate its Ayala function, surrounded by a radio circle with the legend VAIS in upright type as unlike a buoy, it will not move with the tide or weather condition. Adjustment to the radio circle.